This,
Yeah, get that, bro.
this is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed, and the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Right. This man can't be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it, man. Now who shed all the blood in America, man? Mostly Esau, man. Around the world, Esau Edom, man, shedding blood. That's what he is. That's what he all about, man. Bloodshed, man. Especially you Israelites, man. That's why Esau is still murdering our people to this day, with no regard, man. You know, first thing he do, pull his gun out on Jake, man, and lay him down, man. No questions answered. Just from the average, everyday Edomite, all the way down to the police, to everybody, man. Esau hates Jake, man. You know? You go back. Oh, you got one?
I got one.
Yeah.
It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right, here's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. All these things must happen to you, Esau Edom, man, in order for the earth to be back balanced, man. Because right now, wickedness is exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Wickedness has the earth off balance, man. So hey, Yahweh Shai has to come back, man, and eradicate the wicked, man. All right, so things can balance back out. You know, there can't be no peace on earth, man, when you got the wicked in rulership, man. When you got Esau Edom running shit, man. You got a guy like Trump, man, that don't Trump don't give a fuck about nothing, man. And it's you can easily see that's a devil. You know what I'm saying? But Jake like that type of shit. You know? I heard that Jake today, yeah, man. Hey, I think I'm gonna vote for him again. Man, I was like, wow, Jake done. You know, that's why the Lord just gotta kill 2/3 of our people as well, man.
Yeah, 2/3 gotta go, man. You gotta get that spirit.
Right.
I love 2/3. You got to, man.
Because they trust in oppression. If you vote for Trump or Democrat, it don't fucking matter. Because that shit's just a form of oppression.
Yeah, if I can add,
divide and conquer.
If you vote, man, that really shows the Lord. You don't trust in the Lord, man. Because it say in the scriptures, the Lord is our king. He will be our judge, man. You know?
Yeah, brother has
I just read what
matter of fact, brother get Ezekiel 35 too. You get that too. 35, 5, I think. Yeah, 35, 5. Yeah, Esau, man, you gotta pay for what you've done to the earth, man, and most importantly, man, the people that you've been murdering and treating like shit, man. Hey, that's a special people, man. You know, you gotta pay for that. No matter what they look like, man. You know, no matter where they at in the earth, you gotta pay.
Like in Judges, the 11th chapter, a character named Jephthah. He was an Israelite that was born of a heathen woman, but he had that Israelite spirit.
Right.
And he was cast off because, you know, 2/3 Jake, discriminated against him because, he was born from a heathen woman. But he still had that birthright. So eventually, the Most High set it up to where he came back and, gave him what was rightfully his.
Right. Hey, that's what's gonna happen right now, man. The Spirit of the Lord is gonna give us what's rightfully ours, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai first. He's gonna come back and receive the earth, man.
Yeah, come. Because Yahweh Shai was promised the whole earth. That top seat right next to Yahweh.
That's right.
But right now, hey man, he was spiritually crucified. Painting him as an Edomite image.
Right.
That's blasphemy, man.
Blasphemy.
Saying that he loves everybody when really he only loves Israel, man.
That's right.
The scriptures liken all the heathen, the abundance of them. The scriptures, a drop of a vessel, and like unto spittle, you know, just a waste of space. Scriptures say they are less than nothing.
The Lord is only dealing with one nation of people, man. He only loves Israel, man.
This is 1 Kings 10 and 9. And it came to pass in the morning that he went out and stood and said to all the people,
First Kings 10.
This is 1 Kings 10 and 9. Blessed be the Lord thy power, which delighteth in thee, to set thee.
It says that blessed be Yahweh. Don't delighted in thee. We went in Israel.
And set thee on the throne of Israel. Because the Lord loved Israel forever.
See? That's the point. Yahweh loved Israel, and it said what? Forever, man. Alright, ultimately he said who on the throne? Yahweh shot. You know? You got it.
And they said the Lord changed not.
Changed not.
He's saying today, yesterday, and forever.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verses 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20, he hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right. How you gonna get around that? How can you get around that, man? He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation.
You know way around it.
And the
Ain't no way around it, man.
hey,
You can't get around it.
doesn't the Apostle Paul remind the Israelites of that in I think it's Romans 9 and 4, I believe. If a brother can grab it, I'll grab it.
Alright. Yeah, this gospel is only for Israel, man. And that's another thing you know about Esau, man. Esau hate being told that they not a part of something. You tell Esau, Edom, man, nah, you can't do this. This is an exclusive club. That pisses him off, man.
I got it. This is Romans chapter 9.
Y'all heard? It been going around that McDonald's and Burger King, they ain't accepting Esau money. Like they can't come in and order no food and shit like that. Y'all ain't heard of that? I'm trying to get it though. Yeah, it's been going around, man.
I heard food shortage,
Food shortage? Meat shortage. Yeah. Go ahead,
This is Romans chapter 9 verse 4. It says, I'll start at 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahushua for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises.
Yep. It just broke down everything, man. The Lord is gonna give all of that to Israel, man. Who are Israelites according to the flesh? All right. So it didn't say nothing about being a spiritual Israelite, or if you believe on the Lord, you receive all these things, man. That's plain, man.
It even said the adoption, because like throughout the New Testament, like the Apostle Paul would use the analogy of, being adopted by like the Gentiles being adopted back or being grafted back into that tree. But that's still only pertaining to Israel. Just like hey, just like the Apostle Paul said, if a branch breaks off, you still have time to hew that branch back onto where it broke off at, and it can still grow and produce more branches. But it has to be from that same tree.
Right.
You can't take an apple tree branch and try to put it on an oak tree branch.
Right.
You know, it just won't work. You know?
You have to build that line, that lineage, man, that stock. Okay?
Just like Israel was cast off, you know, they fell away as they fell away from their heritage. That's how the Apostle Paul likened Israel.
Right.
You know, them being grafted back in, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, it wasn't ever for these heathens, man. The Most High made a separation between them. He said, Israelites are the coolest motherfuckers on the planet.
That's right.
All the other motherfuckers can, yeah, they suck.
Hey, go read down in that to 9 and 13. Matter of fact, don't read down, just go right to it.
Con.
Like I said, that was one of my favorite precepts, man, when I first heard the word, man. Finding that out, I'm like, damn, I thought the Lord was all love. But the Lord, hey, he's a separatist, man.
Hey, I might have to keep reading through, because it's some...
Keep going then.
Verse 5, it says, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Yahushua came, who is over all, the Most High, blessed forever. Amen.
Hey, it says concerning the flesh, Yahushua came. So, hey, it let you know the Lord was an Israelite from what? Tribe of Judah. Mm-hmm. We know that through the scriptures, man.
And then, you know, Matthew, the first chapter, it breaks it down that he came for his people. His people are Israelites, man. It's not hard.
No, it's not hard, man.
You just gotta humble yourself and realize that that what you've learned before this was a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
And that's why the scriptures say that the meek shall inherit the earth, because the righteous men are gonna humble themselves before the Most High's word. You know, before the truth, they're gonna accept the truth. They're gonna humble themselves to accept the truth.
Hey, like the brother was just saying, pride goes before destruction, man. You got that proud spirit, man, you're gonna get destroyed. So you gotta humble down, man, and be able to accept this word, man. But hey, ultimately, man, the Lord has to open you up to that, man. Keep going, bro.
Verse 6, not as though the word of the Most High hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Because it breaks it down like, okay, you know, it breaks it down like you can come from the seed of Abraham, but you know it's more than that, because the promise that was given to Abraham went down to Isaac, and then you know from Isaac to Jacob. Right. So using that excuse, oh well, Abraham is the father of all nations, or we all go back to Noah, or we all go back to Adam. No, there's a separation made, and even there's a separation amongst Israel.
Amongst Israel, man.
There's an
elected separation. Looking around, you see a separation, man, amongst Israel, man.
Because you have Israelites that are doing the Most High's work right now, and then you have Israelites walking straight past us. That's that separation. Continuing on, verse 8 says, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Children of the promise, man. The scriptures are plain, man, when you understand them. Alright, when you understand what it's talking about, man, it's made plain, man. Like we say, this is not rocket science, man. This is not that hard to understand and break down, man. It's simple. But your eyes have to be open to be able to see it, and your ears have to be open to be able to hear it, man. You know? You got to be able to see it and hear it.
It says, for this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Hey, and it just broke everything down that the Lord is all about, man.
Right.
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, man. And the elder shall serve the younger. You know? Hey, who came out first? Esau, Edom, man. You know? So hey, like that precept you just read in Romans 13 and 10, hey, the time is coming, man. The saints are patiently waiting on the time where we're about to put Esau, Edom into slavery, man. Where that sign at, man? The so-called white man's destiny. You know? That's what's coming. Sam Jackson, man. You know? Hey, that's what's coming, man. For Esau, man. This ain't just a sign, man. This ain't just like Jake look at it like it's a cartoon. Man, that'll be nice if it really went down, man.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen.
Yeah, Jake thinks as like a vain idea.
Right.
You know,
right.
like it's because you know Esau will make certain movies about it. You know, like you got this new movie coming out, or it might be a series, I'm not sure, called Cracker. And it's basically like a reality warp where this neo-Nazi goes into like slave time into an alternate dimension. And it's looked to be as fantasy, you know? But man, that's gonna be reality real soon. You know, and also with the, like we were talking about earlier, Esau's alien movies with, you know, the chariots and green guys coming out, you know, people will start to think that UFOs are fiction, but really those are the Most High's angels coming back to save the elect and destroy these heathen, man.
Hey, what the scriptures say about being dismayed at those signs, man. Yeah, because hey, our people, even back as far as slavery, man, they weren't dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. They weren't dismayed at seeing the chariot, man. Why you think they had those songs, sweet low, sweet chariot, man? You know, they knew where their salvation would come from, man. Okay, so hey, it's Esau mind fucked the whole world right now, man, to where he has you thinking that, you know, the chariots have those big-headed aliens, man, ET phone home type aliens in the chariots, man. You know, I remember a video. It had to be a year or two ago, man, where Jake was screaming, panicking, going